On July 4th, Kerrville, Texas faced a flood that killed hundreds of people and caused major damage to the city of Kerrville. Kerrville sits along the Guadalupe River, which means heavy rain can easily lead to flooding in the area. Even so, the recent flood was the worst the town has seen since 1987. Amber alerts went out across Kerrville, the kind people are used to getting whenever the rain picks up. Most residents didn't think much of it, just another warning on another wet night. But the storm didn't let up, and before anyone realized it, the water rose faster and higher than anyone expected. As the situation grew more serious, we turned to the people who lived through it to understand how the flood impacted the community. For this project, we spoke with a Kerrville resident who experienced the storm firsthand.
Hello, today I'm here with Ethan Ballard. He is a Kerrville resident, and I'm going to ask him a couple questions about the flood. So, where were you when the flood began, and what do you remember most about the flood?
I remember me and my friends, we were going to Taco Bell, and we were driving, and then we saw the warnings on the phone. They did give out warnings, but nobody could ever expect like the magnitude of what actually happened. So we went ahead and turned around because of the warnings. And then the thing that I remember the most is probably the water level at the bridge over there. Like, it was almost on the road, and that bridge is about 30 feet up, so it's crazy.
And around what time was this when these warnings were sent out?
Like 1, 2 in the morning. And it's tragic because those girls at that camp didn't have any service, so they didn't really get a warning. So like, I know I've heard some stories like they had to wake up to pools of water up to their bunk beds.
And how did the flood personally affect you, your home, or your neighborhood?
It personally affected me. I know a lot of my friends and family were all affected. I have a lot of friends who were directly affected, especially in like the motorhomes, because they just got washed away and they had no like foundation. So that was like probably the most tragic.
And what was the biggest challenge you faced, or you think the community faced as a whole?
Just the disparity of it all. Like, a couple days after, we came out here and just tried helping people look, and it was just like seeing all the clothes on the ground, and like we found a picture of a dog, and it's just like, you never know, like you can lose everything just overnight. It's just really an eye-opener. Just we need to appreciate everything that we have, and we just can't take everything for granted.
Thank you, Ethan.
This is the bridge Ethan mentioned in his interview. You can see the watermarks along the top ledge, proof of how high the water rose. This clip here shows the water reaching the top of the bridge. This is a horrifying scene that shows how powerful the Kerrville flood truly was. Kerrville experienced severe damage during the flood, but the community's resilience never wavered. As you can see in the clip, first responders and local residents came together, working side by side to clear debris and begin the recovery process. Their teamwork and determination reflect the strength of the Kerrville community in the face of disaster. As difficult as those moments were to witness, the damage the flood carved into Kerrville is a powerful reminder of its force. What follows shows just how drastically the landscape was changed.
So today we're here at Louis Hayes Park, and this is one of the areas that got really affected by the flood. Like you see here, this was a splash pad for the kids. It all got damaged. There was a workout set over there that got damaged. The playground got damaged, and over there at the top of the hill you can see all the trees that have fallen down. We are in one of the Kerrville bridges. This is probably the busiest bridge here in Kerrville. As we can see, we cannot go past there. There's damage from the flood that has broken the railings of the bridges and stuff, so it's not safe. But here we can see this whole area was covered full of trees. You can see they've all been knocked down from the flood. But the community came together and try to get rid of all this debris that was here. As you can see, it looks more clean.
The destruction tells part of the story, but the voices of those affected reveal the rest. Here is an interview with someone who saw the flood's impact firsthand.
Hello, today I'm here with Marcus Rose, and he is a student athlete at Shriner, which is located here in Kerrville, Texas. So Marcus, how would you describe the overall community response to the flood?
Community, there was a lot of help. I know within our university we got a lot of donations, and we sent out a lot of help to help people out around the area with their problems with the flood.
Do you think Kerrville now is better prepared for the magnitude of that type of flood?
Absolutely. Now I feel like we are much better prepared about it. We have different programs around the town that will help out with anything, but in July I really don't think there was anything we could have done better to prepare for the flood.
Well, thank you, Marcus, for your time.
Of course.
Hearing these personal experiences brings the reality of the Kerrville flood into sharp focus. And as we step away from the interview, one thing becomes clear. Beyond the destruction and loss, there is a story of strength, unity, and resilience. In the end, Kerrville's response to the flood became a powerful example of what a community can accomplish when it stands together. Neighbors supported one another, first responders worked tirelessly, and people from all corners of the town stepped in to help rebuild. The road to recovery wasn't easy, but the spirit of the community never broke. This project is more than a look back at a disaster. It's a reminder of the strength that emerges when people come together.